I've been working on this game for over 1 year, and today I'll be sharing with you new weapons, new animations, and my progress in making the ultimate voxel building game. Introducing the crossbow. This weapon can be used to break voxels from afar. It visualizes the path that the arrow will take. The material of the voxels is taken into account, so it will bounce off things like stone and metal. Of course, it can be used to damage entities. It can also be used to quickly shoot from the hip, but you'll be trading in accuracy. And because of this, I wouldn't recommend it for close combat. Aiming with the crossbow will leave you vulnerable, and quickly shooting from the hip is inaccurate, but it is possible. With the tools I've set up, it's pretty easy for me to add new animations. So I've added a variety of new animations for entities. This adds a little bit of personality to the characters, and they all have at least one secret dance. So see what you can discover the next time you walk around in the world. Okay, so you all knew this was coming eventually. You can no longer jump from any height. I finally added fall damage to the game, and the player takes more damage the higher they jump from. Including... But of course, like any other block game, water completely negates your fall damage. Fall damage is also not limited to just the player. So as long as the entities don't have wings, they will fall to their death just like the player. I also added bombs. They can be used to destroy the environment. However, similar to the arrows, only voxels that are soft enough. And this goose is also soft enough. The bombs use the same collision system as the entities to respond to geometry, where the bounce direction is based on the angle of the surface. But to avoid randomness, when hitting an entity, the game will make sure that the bomb stays close. Bombs can also be used in combat, but similar to the arrows, it's hard and inaccurate for close combat. You can also damage boost yourself. Just make sure you're aware of your surroundings. It's been so much fun coding this. It's nice to see the entities first respond to the sound and then flying in the air. Now let's throw one more bomb. And let's take a look at the new building tools. When you open build mode with the radial menu, it now shows a grid-based preview system. The material editor now allows up to 2 different patterns that can be blended together. You can use the slider to blend between the 2 selected patterns. All patterns are precisely generated and are fully volumetric. There is a variety of different voxel types, each coming with a basic set of colors. For now, let's just pick the yellow sand. You can place a single cube with a left click. There are 5 different sizes. Or you can drag to place a plane, the thickness of which depends on your grid size. With a large grid size, you can place a lot of voxels at once. The same goes for breaking, which is now also grid-based, where you can remove smaller voxels with a single click, but have to hold down for larger areas. I've also added a paintbrush. Holding down allows you to paint with a soft brush. This will only change the color of the voxels, the materials will stay the same. And it's not limited to just the voxels that you've placed. Any voxel in the world you can paint on. The player can choose to filter by type or to just allow painting on everything. The same pattern system used for building can also be used for painting. And the brush is a volume, so breaking the voxels will show that it's not just the surface that you've painted. Here's an example of painting while filtering by type. And now let me show you probably the most important tool. You can select anything in the world and immediately make a copy. All copies are saved for later use, and and the player can place them freely in the world. By holding the right mouse button, you can use the grid system. The position of the object automatically snaps to the ideal spot, based on the copy size, grid size, and surface normal. When placing an object, you can freely rotate it with a single click. The rotation is based on the surface normal. I know there is no ideal system of how this should work, but the grid snapping of different sizes, the corner placement, it just feels right. Selections can be made from anything, so if you see a bush that you like and you want to copy it quickly, you can do that. You can even put it sideways on another bush if that's your thing. Now let's grab a template that I made earlier. We can freely place it anywhere, but for now let's use the grid system. This allows us to really quickly place copies of an object. I feel like this is still taking too long. Let's just copy the entire thing. And like that, we made a wall. I'm planning to add a lot more breaking tools, a lot more building tools. This system will grow over time. But super happy with what I have so far. Now, here's me using my own building tools, making my first house. And like that, I made a house. And I'm far from an amazing voxel artist. So I cannot wait to see what you all make with it. And please let me know what you want me to add. But why stop here? We can just copy. Anything we make, we can copy. There's no limit to what we can copy. We can copy anything. I'm not building this whole house again. I'm just gonna put it somewhere else. I'm just gonna build it here. The size of the building blocks are just exponentially going up. We can just copy everything and make a city. I have no idea what I'm doing. This looks like the Weasley house. Nope. Thank you all so much for watching. You can play the game right now and you can probably do it in 30 seconds. Join the Discord via the link in the description or voxtopolis.com. Go to builds, download, unzip and launch the application. Please let me know what you think about the game, how it can improve, and I cannot wait to see what people are making in this. Until next time.